illustrious Jack 4 stream. This is, what we're going to be doing today is we're making something called Muzna Cross, which is, in-universe, a train station. So for your convenience, I've provided a selection of train stations. And just kidding, it's actually my convenience. Look at this. Beautiful, wonderful trees. I said trees, not... Okay, trains I meant. Like, look at that. What even is that? Alright, I should stop doing nonsense and start doing video game development. Alright, actually, how is a train station even structured? Like, what is this big arched area? Like, it makes sense here. Actually, even here it doesn't. Like, the train doesn't go through. Okay, I need some, like, references for, like, train station, like, layouts or something. You know, it's kind of weird how one of the, like, how the most illustrious structures in, like, human history have been just, like, things for, like, going from one place to another. Like, airports and train stations are, like, these huge, opulent structures in a lot of places. And it's like, this is just a place to get from point A to point B. Also, this was a render, the only render that I had of Jackie in it with a transparent background, with a different character from a different game I was developing. But I don't know why I thought it'd be good to just, like, have them posing together. Other than because I can. And it did tell me that the character from the other game, Kitty, was too big. She was 1 meter tall, now I shrunk her down to 0.6 meters. Alright, what am I doing now? I feel like it would be better if the trains went through. I don't know how train stations work. I've never actually ridden a train. Oh, these are like the same place. There's like what? I don't understand what I'm looking at. How are these the same place? These are clearly the same place. My brain is too small for this. Okay, so I'm assuming it's a photograph. The person is like there and they're looking over. Okay, so I'm assuming to the right off screen there's like a drop off. I really like how this one looks though. This is so good looking. Alright, let's make a lovely little thing. So I want it to be slightly different, of course. Because what I think I'm gonna do is there'll be our big, lovely train yard. And then there's actually going to be train tracks going past on either side. And then it'll still have like this arching thing overhead. And I also like having like a layer below, so it'd be like there's plenty of space here to actually like walk around and like get on the train, because this is where you're boarding, I guess. I wonder if I can actually... It might be faster to just prototype this in Blender and then like tweak the scaling there, because I'm not very good at illustration anyway, so it's not like I'm gaining more insight from it by doing that. That's often my confusion with concept art. It's like really good art, and then it's like it feels like it would have been faster to just make the thing at this point. Like that if it was wrong, like it'd be easier to just like, you know what I mean? Alright, let's add so there'll be some big thing like this. then, so this is like the train yard. So let's do like... I can't handle not having X be horizontal. Oh. So it's like... Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Like, the ground is still at 0. But this is like the boarding area. Which I suppose if the ground is 0, it'd be higher up. So it'd be like... that. I should probably actually make this... Hang on. How should I do this? I know. Let's get out Godot. Because I need the terrain to know what I'm actually going to be building on. Also, I've been thinking it'd be fun to add some simple mod support. I don't think I can do very good tooling for it or anything. But in Godot, you can just, like, upload data. Or, like, you can just load PCK files, as they're called, which are just Godot projects. And they can overwrite files and, like, add files into the existing game. So I could do something with that. I actually had a game that I was testing that with, and it was pretty easy to at least do that. But nicer things like having the ability to let players, like, I don't know, view the assets in the editor and, like, view the whole file path and things like that. It's a bit too complicated. Let's see, so chunk 49 is the one that I need. So let's link GLB, trying to figure out. I eventually got it. So we'll have this as a reference collection. And Godot's, or Blender's proxy system is really annoying. The fact that I have to move an object, I have to create a proxy for it. And then I can move this. Like, I can't move this. These are all locked for some reason. Like, why is... I don't care what position it's at. Like, if I'm linking it to a scene... Let's see, this song... That song has too much speaking. Admittedly, these songs are kind of like not background music. Alright, so... What I'm learning here... is that I made this train station too small. And eventually it's going to be more like this. So this is the actual, like... Well, this area actually has to be, like... bigger. And I'm going to make this local by default. So here's our lovely boarding area for all of our trains. And then you get to whatever this is. And eventually I'll actually make the terrain, like, go down here. Because they'll, like, have dug into the ground. Well, maybe not. That seems like a lot of work. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Well, that saves me a lot of work. I think that's some effective game dev. And then... So, the interesting thing about this is that, so the train tracks will be right here. So the actual station is like limited to here, and then I can have like outer wings that have like footbridges over. Trying to figure out what exactly I want with this. Let's see. So if we go back to this one, I like how there's just sort of a building inside this building. At least that's what it looks like. It's kind of at the edge, actually. But I'm gonna make this one like slightly inside of it. And it'll be like that. And then also, oh right, I can't access lock locally. Because that's what I want. Actually, how tall is this stuff? Oh, this is like 3 meters. This is like nothing. Let's set this to like... Because like one story is like 3 meters. I want this to be like 9 meters tall. Well, maybe it gets that high. Wait. Wait, hang on. Z is 8. What? Huh? Alright, hang on. My brain is not big enough to understand these arithmetic functions that are apparently happening. Let's do 0.3. And I want this to be 6 meters higher. So these will be at 6.3. And this will be at the exact same height. And I'll probably make this a bit bigger. Then with that, I'll just make this a bit larger as well. That was kind of a weird effect. It feels like... That's funky. Like, it doesn't feel like it's getting bigger in a normal way. But anyway, that's fine. And then let's just make this all wider. Well, no. The trains need plenty of space. This feels like the scale is getting all distorted. Well, this is like a that's like a huge structure. Yeah, no, this can be like really big, actually. Then I can make this 9 meters tall as... What? Hang on. Okay. G, Z, 3. That is not 3. That is not the number 3. What in the Sam hell am I looking at? Okay, I did something wrong. I did something wrong. Okay. I scaled it up. I went too big. I didn't understand that this was all like... Okay. Maybe I should just check what this is actually going to look like before I get too nuts and crazy with this. Oh. Wait, okay. Right, okay. I'm gonna export this. Now I export it here. And then we go back to Godot. I'm gonna hack my saving mainframe. So let's hack this. I need to be at 750. Negative 750. 2250. And then here, let's just put myself at like 130. That should be, well, no. I think 30 should be plenty. So that should get us to the train station. And then... you inherited. And I don't really need to make it look good yet, because I'm just testing to see if it's actually like at the scale that it should be, because I've been screwing up all the measurements because of the scaling. Because I want it to be like a good big... I think this could be bigger. Well, maybe I should like keep my ambitions in check. I really need to see what the inside is going to look like. I know, an excellent idea. There's no possible way this would go wrong. It'll be like 0.3 meters. No possible negative side effects of this. Actually, but I don't even need to... hang on. Alright. Here we go. So now we can see that it's actually... so this space is a little small for a train. And I think this station is a little small as well. But, well... I'm divided. This isn't exactly like... it should probably be about this size, actually. Like, it's not going to be a huge train station. I mean... Well, then again, this is kind of like a go big or go home kind of like setting, I guess, because it's already like, it has such an absurd sense of scale already, like that mountain. And the big copper plate that you can see in the distance is drooping over an entire mountain. Also, canonically, that was a settlement, or the ancient capital city, and then it was built over by the Veilers, like Jackie, as part of the war, so sort of like colonizing the area. And then during the war, it was blown up, which is why it's collapsed now. So that was like a recent thing. That was like in the past 50 years that it collapsed. Anyway, I think that was very important to explain, you know. I can't have you, like, not understanding why there's a big copper plate that's drooping over the entire mountain. Alright. So I'm going to say that this is good enough. And I'm going to add the chunk content script so I can actually see what it's going to look like in context. See, who knew that things are much easier when I'm less ambitious? Alright, but now I need like let's see. I think I'm going to remove this, and I'm actually just going to... see. So I want the inside of this building to be explorable. So I need to figure out what I'm actually going to do. What the hell? Alright. Wait, no. I need those. For now. Is this thing gonna not be screwed up eventually? Do I even need this? Let's just dissolve this edge for now. There has to be... What have I done with this exactly? Like, what is this? Why are these different? Don't understand. Okay, it's because I wasn't extruding with faces, that's why. Which one of these are wrong? These are all good. These are bad. Wait, this one. It's not bad. None of these... Okay. No vertices removed. Oh, it was because of that, I guess? It's not shaded smoothly. I'm just gonna add an edge split with like 45 degrees. There we go. And I don't know what's gonna be here. There'll be some like dirt or something. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna have a proper solution to this. Now I need to figure out what exactly I want for the, oh, something like that. Oh. Oh, it is? Let's see. I'll tweak my gain a little bit. Actually, I think I'm going the wrong way on this. Hang on. Okay, fiddling with that. That was okay. I think I'm just talking a bit quietly into the microphone. But alright, let's get this. Yeah, no problem. Let's see. Let's do like GX. GX -1. And then GX. Oh, wait, I don't need negative there. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I try to have fun on these streams. Let's see. I'm going to figure out. Okay, I think I know how to accomplish what I want. I'm going to make it look like these were unaligned on purpose by making it slightly lower. Oop. Let's see. Let's put these there. Yeah, I've been learning a lot more. I've had to make so many assets for this game that I've just, if I don't learn them, I go insane. Like, there's actually, I post VODs on YouTube, and I was going down memory lane because there was one stream where I was just doing, like, the same action over and over again for, like, 3 hours because I didn't realize you can apply the same action to multiple objects in Blender by holding, like, selecting multiple things and then holding Alt. So it was very interesting to figure that out. Or it would have saved me a lot of time if I'd known that earlier. Let's see. And now I'm going to make a lovely ledges and things. If I can figure out what I want to do. I probably should have... I'm gonna get both of these. Beautiful symmetry. And I think I can do the same with this. Oh wait, I should have done exactly the same thing that I did on the other side. Because I'm gonna make lovely little accent things. Point 2 maybe? No, I want like 0.4. This is gonna be a mess. Hey, Alex. Let's see. I guess I want this to be here. So I want these ones at least to be a bit more like flush with this curve. Alright, that's close enough. Actually, let's also remove this. And I'm gonna hide this thing again. And then forget how to unhide it. Oh. I need to remove something from in here. Also, I don't need this. Ah, I see what I did wrong. That doesn't need to be there. I did that. I just need to resize them to be how I want. So, mostly worked. Like, these ones are good enough for me. But these ones I want to align in a particular way. Nope. Because I want it to be, like, flush with this. Where, actually, now that I think about it, it'd be more effective to just have these be two separate meshes, since they're probably going to need separate materials anyway. And also I need this one actually to be removed. Yep, they were extruded along normals. They're just not the size that I want them to be, and they don't, they didn't, well, it's impossible to basically get it attached right with this. Let's see, does this all work how I want it to? I actually want this to attach directly to here. There's some subtle imperfections with this, but I may keep those just to give it a bit of character. This is like part of the ruins after all, or it's a ruined thing. Let's see. Actually, I've decided now that I've done all the work of attaching these together, I'm going to separate these into a landing station and the actual building. So this will be collision. Oh, that's actually, that was not what I was intending to do, but that's actually kind of interesting looking. But that actually doesn't really work with the whole, like, having a functioning train station thing. Well, could it? It might, but oh well. Let's hide this for now, because now I need to do the important work of getting this . Nah, I don't need to export this yet. Yeah, it's been quite a a long time for me to actually get to where I'm comfortable with doing things. Like, there's still points where I'll, like, accidentally press a button and then, like, it, like, permanently destroys my workflow or something. And I have to figure out what I did wrong. Let's see. I need this to be relatively flush with the ground. But yeah, and I also like to eyeball things still, which helps a lot with maintaining sanity. Let's see. Though that's a bit too flush. Well, actually, that could work. Basically, like, the dock is a bit lower than the building, though I should probably have it the other way around. It's a little bit higher. And let's do... So this interior also needs to be... Oop. Yeah, so that'll go slightly up as well. Because now there's just a slight lip. And I won't have any doors. Oop. Let's see, I want... Oop. Let's see, what exactly do I want with this? I'd like it to be something like that. Let's try, like... Oh wait, this is still part of the... I'm going to separate this out into a separate object. Because this will be a different material as well. Yeah, that worked out just right. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Alex. Have a good night. Let's see. That sort of crudely approximates the effect I want. So I'll just do this for now. Wait, I can just hold... Right, I can just do this. This will give me like 10 extra faces that aren't rendered, but... That's business. Nice. And now what I'll need to do... I wonder if I can get, like... individual origins. Yeah, it does look like bones. And that kind of... That actually fits pretty nicely, because there's, if we go to my enemies... They're all skull-based. Well, actually, I think this one... This one I actually need to change, because right now it's not skull-based. But basically all the other ones are just skulls and bones in weird positions. Thanks. And it's very hard to model a 3D skull. In fact, a lot of them, the skulls are not nearly anatomically correct. I think the horse skull is probably the best one. This one, I think, is the most anatomically correct. And even then, it's missing a lot of things. Let's see, I wonder... I'm going to try to pull in these... This might have been something I could only do if I do each of these one at a time, but I'm going to try it anyway. Basically, I'm going to try to... Okay, that actually works. Nice. So I'm going to push these in a little bit. And then, what do I want for the actual roof here? I think I'm going to do cursor to selected. Let's add another circle. Let's see, and I've exhausted my Sungazer album, so I'm going to put on the soundtrack from Card City Nights, which is basically my go-to for stuff. Let's get these. See, I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to extrude these out a bit and then move that back. All right. I kind of want this to be extruded a bit further out. That worked pretty well. Wait, can I make this... How do I do a grid fill? Control F. Wow, it actually worked. wait, actually. Oh wait, I just realized this, wait, hang on. Alright, that was cool. I actually need to figure out how to unify it with this thing. Which I think I actually, yep. I have to redo this one. Wait, is this thing? Oh. I don't think this cursor is aligned or something. Like, yeah, this circle isn't symmetrical. What's the angle on this thing? 217 degrees. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there's arrays are kind of a pain in Godot, and also dictionaries. Let's see, I'm gonna try to make it. So I need these to merge. I know. Nice. Let's hide these for now. Now that I went through all the work of actually doing that, I don't know if I actually want this to not be level here. I think it'd be better if it was like... Oh. It was like there. Yeah, I think this would be better like that. And all this can just go in. Like this actually... Actually, what do I want to do with this? I'm not a huge fan of how this has turned out. Let's see. No, I know what I need to do. Okay. Let's see if I can... Nope, can't go back in time that far. So I was on the right track with this, I think. But what I need here is a cursor. No. Something like this. Oh wait, right. The orthographic isn't going to work. I don't think this is quite correct. Yeah. Yeah, there's still a lot of actually trying to figure out how to undo the mess that I did to try and get in a particular effect. Like, this is a disaster, kind of. Well, okay. Actually, now I know what I want to do with this. If I bring this in here, and I make it flush with here, I don't even need to actually have any of this stuff. Oh. Hmm. See. 2 edge loops or a single closed edge loop. Alright, I'm going to temporarily see if that fixes my issue. Let's see how much I can undo. Woof. What on earth happened here? Oh, nice. Okay, so that's the way to do it. Kind of. I wonder if this would look good. Not really. Oh wow, it even works on corners like that. Awesome. Okay, so this is going to go pretty quick then. Because I want these to also have whatever I'm doing. Alright, so now we have those inside. And then... Alright, and that looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to delete these, because I know that I'm eventually going to want the room for this thing. Let's see if I can actually, like, attach these properly. Nice, okay. So I think... I'll slightly pull this stuff around and this should look good. Oh wait. Oh. That didn't, okay, good. I'll just pull these vertices. And I think this door is going to be too tall, but that'll be pretty easy. And then eventually this will be filled with stuff to do. And actually I'm going to push this so that it's basically fluent there, or flush. Let's see, it should be about 3 stories tall. So that's what's making me think this is a bit tall, because it'll be like a story and a half. So I think she'll come up to like halfway. But I guess the only way I'm going to really know for sure is if I, well, break out the measuring stick or just plop it back into game. Yep, the door's a little tall. Though otherwise this is actually a bit small. Well, nah, I guess it's okay. It's a small train station. Thanks. Now all I need is... Let's make it actually cursor to... Let's put the cursor here. Oh wait. Whoops. Alright, so now I should do what I want. I think this is slightly off. But I think it's actually the problem with this. So it's like all these are... Oh. Let's see if this works. And last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna triangulate these faces so that way I don't have like weird polygons. Alright, those don't look bad. I actually kind of like the shape of this. Yeah, that's kind of neat. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do didn't quite do this right. I'm gonna make this into like sort of a window. Oop. What is that? Oh, I forgot I put the, Whoops, forgot about this whole thing. Let's see. I'm just gonna delete this whole thing. I think that's cool. I know, I'll even put, let's see. Now all I need to do is texture this thing. Yikes. Where are my entities? Alright, so let's put a save point. Oh, this is actually quite a bit smaller. Yeah, with that fountain there for scale, it's actually very tiny. Oh well. Let's see, if I made this doorway an arch, I think it would look fine at this size. Now all I need to do is like the rest of the stuff for it. I'm actually going to make this look a little bit more bone-like. That's not actually looking very good. That's not quite the effect I'm going for. Yeah, let's pretend none of that ever happened. I think for a lot of these it'll just be simple materials that I already have. That looks okay. Wait, do I even use light bias here? Oh yeah, I do. I don't know if I like having this. Maybe I should make it... I'll make it like fresh copper. Okay, so now it's only partly corroded copper. It blends in a bit with the ground. See, the tiling's a bit obvious, but... See, if I were really going to do this right, I think what I would want is the ability to paint on corrosion, because this thing is relatively fresh, but it's still like 50 years old. Yep, I have a custom shader that I use for most things, or a few different ones. So like for the player, this one's kind of interesting. Like the main shader for the player has a fake subsurface scattering, if I can actually get a light. So that adds a splash of color to a face. So if we go to her... Oh, I just realized this is the wrong area. I need to be in the mesh. Yeah. Because originally she was a bit sallow. I already had a custom material, but basically how that material looks is... So let's say there's no subs... Well... So yeah, the main thing is that subsurface scattering adds a lot. Because she's very not red by default. I think it was like 0.4. I have it pretty high. And then I also have this softness, which can turn from... This is the default shading that she has. If I was using like... Well, it's called Lambert diffuse. And it's one of the default things you can use in Godot. And then I can... use smooth stepping to get a harsher and harsher line, as harsh as I want. And then I have a little fake specularity. I think she was at like 2. Yeah, and then all of my other shaders have that same lighting system, except most of them don't need the subsurface scattering. Yeah, I think Godot has some pretty good stuff out of the box, though if it's mainly just if you want a very particular look and you know what, I guess it's basically if you already know what you want, it's not too difficult to get there, but the trick is knowing exactly what you want. Oh yeah, I still have the light attached to her. Yeah, I think it helps really like go the extra mile if you want to do some of the like technical art like shaders and things, because also like I was also very particular about like how the fog looks, so that's actually like that's another interesting effect that I'm kind of proud of. Basically, to get the fog looking the way that I wanted it to. So without the fog, this is what the world looks like, and it has a lot less of a sense of depth. So this is just, in Godot, you can have really, really bright colors. So this is, on a range of from 0 to 1, I have 2.5 blue, 1.5 green, and 1 red. So it goes to white, but it goes to blue faster. And so I was just experimenting. Just doing a lot of experimentation and sort of like having an idea of the effect that you want can go a really long way to like making your game look unique. Let's see. What do I want for this thing? I think I want like traditional brick. Or maybe... Thanks. see. I'm actually going to be back in a couple minutes. And when I come back, I'll be doing the textures for this part of the train station. Oh yeah. Yeah, 3D art courses, also just 2D art courses are really helpful, because it's not necessarily 3D specific effects, just sort of learning a bunch of visual effects and like optical things that you think are cool. Or like to go on the tangent with the fog and things. Like, basically I wanted to recreate the really pretty effect that you can see in mountains a lot of the times, where when they get further away from you, they get brighter and more blue. So I did a bunch of Googling, and it's something called like Rayleigh scattering, or something like that. So this is like a very vague approximation of that scattering effect that the sky has normally. And so it can be anything. It can be just visual effects from 2D, from 3D, from real life. That goes a long way to just adding a sort of identity to your game, if you just think of something that you think is really cool, and then try to figure out how to at least approximate it. Alright, now actually, I'll be back soon. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Let's see, I'm back. Let's see. So I think for this thing, what exactly do I want? Oh, I want some red brick. And then, well, what's in this one? I think a nice marble pattern could be good for the floor inside. And that could be easy to reuse, because I've been very, very aggressively reusing the textures. Let's see. Yeah, so let's crack open Krita. So this will be the floor. Let's make this... Let's make slot 1 the floor for ground level. Be the same here, I think. Let's make this like very slightly past there. Because now I have this marble material that's going to be here. I guess it'll be pretty small. I'm gonna try to do, I don't know, I'll divide this into like 4 sections. Wait, why don't these line up? Ah, well, that's good enough. I want these to be mostly like... I actually don't understand. Like, how do these... I'm holding shift, so it should be going in a straight line. Alright, this is too much. I'll just sketch it out. Let's do... Is one of these light colored? There we go. Do a little diamond. I guess I can just make these black. So it'll be like, there'll be sort of this brownish color that's like in here, interior to these, it should be more gray. So that way these are like, this is like the grout, or whatever it is, the mortar in between the tiles. I think grout is the right word. Let's see. I'm going to add a little bit of a darker color. If I can manage to get it very light. For a very small amount of color variation. Now I want very tiny, like scratches. material. So this will be a new category of materials called Valor. For the Valor Society. Is that? I guess that's what that looks like. They have a bit more variation because they were using like marble. Actually, oh wait. I forgot. Man, I'm gonna have to. Let's get everything that isn't going to be tile. Probably should have thought of this. Okay, so material 1 is going to be the only one that's actually the tile. So let's do invert selection. Assign everything else to slot 2 for now. Okay, now we're going to be looking good. And for this one I need, let's clear all of these. So this will be kind of funky, because I need this. And our ground needs to be like... Oh wait, this may... Oh wait, I think this shader's actually like... Okay. So I think this light function needs to be the same for this one. One of the downsides of Godot's shader system is there's no, I don't know, proper, like shader reuse system. Alright, that seems about right. I'll need a reflection probe. Oh, yeah, so basically, what I'm talking about is, I have shaders that have basically the same behaviors except for slightly different things, but the only way to do that is to just copy and paste the shader and change it. So like, I have my spatial shader, but the light code is exactly the same as in like this terrain shader. And this one as well, which is a slightly different terrain shader. And so that means it's not a huge deal, it's just that every time I change the behavior, I have to switch to different things. Yeah, I have some... You could probably make some if statements in the shader, but that's typically not recommended, because if statements get or have a small performance impact, so you want to minimize them. Well, specifically in shaders especially, because they have like a bunch of sophisticated optimizations and stuff. Let's see. I want this. This will be an interior. Maybe not. Well, I guess I could do. Does this actually have anything to reflect off of? Let's see, compile time if def. Not in Godot's shader script. I think it'd be possible to add it, but you'd have to, I think, make a feature with Godot. And I've been tempted to do that actually, but for now I've just accepted that I have to copy and paste things. Maybe next game. Let's see. And now I want more specularity. It's OpenGL shader language, but it's kind of funky, because basically what eventually happens is this stuff is copy and pasted into Godot's main shader. So that means that it simplifies a lot of things, like you don't have to define proper vertex attributes and things, and you get a bunch of functionality included with it. But yeah, it doesn't support some features. Actually, I should double check that it doesn't support if-defs. Does it? Oh, oh no. It just took a bit to... Yeah, so it doesn't support that for now. Let's see. I don't think this reflection probe is doing what I want. Actually, I have a much better idea anyway. Let's just add baked lighting. See, I wonder how long this would take. Oh, wait. Let's try this again. And I think, well, if I change the mesh at all, this will break, so hopefully I got done with that. But oh well. I've had to bake so much lighting. See, I hope I can figure out how to actually use this reflection probe. Because I want to just have, like, light. Or I guess a bit less reflection. I don't actually quite understand what I'm looking at here. This is okay. I can do the same thing up there as well. And then I'll also add, yeah, next up is proper materials for this side, because you can see my shadow gets all messed up on the non-default materials. Actually, so let's do this will be like brick. Actually, Hi, it's going good. How are you? I'm working on a train station. Let's see. And hopefully changing the materials doesn't break this. Good. Alright, so we have tile, and for this one, I'm gonna do this one. Alright. And I think here. Yeah, it's just a lot of labor. Because I found that with 3D animation, making something look effortless, like an actual movement, basically just requires huge amounts of doing it over and over again. Let's see, what do I want with the... I think these should all be their own material. Or like basically very redundant action and reaction and counter reaction and stuff is my biggest struggle with animation. So let's say this will be our material 4. I want a nice, like, kind of brown brick like this. I'll do like a simple sketch. I'm gonna have this actually have 3. That makes sense. Actually, I should do 4 even divisions. Let's see, what do I want with this? Alright. So now I have a little bit, and I'm going to add some little subtle variations. So it's like this. Something weird about this line. Alright, let's see how this is gonna look. I think this particular thing is gonna be a bit too much. Let's add another local triplanar. Alright, that's coming along. Let's see, and I might not do anything fancy for the pillars. I might just put them here as well. Let's see, yeah, this line is too pronounced. Also, this texture is upside down. Actually. Nice, okay. I'll just do that. And let's add a little bit of specularity. Oh wait, this reflection probe is sort of fiddling with this. I wonder if I can do... I'm going to add another reflection probe. And it'll just be right in here to sort of smooth out this transition. Kinda janky. I may just wind up switching that back anyway because it's flat black right now. Because for some reason the reflections aren't, like, there should be a little bit of reflection here. Yeah, let's just get that out of here. Let's make this like... I want this to be... This is funky. It's very hard to actually get this working how I want it to. Yeah, like that's not gonna do what I'm intending to do. I guess I could get cute with this and like make it so that it goes like this. And so that way it seems more like a direct light or something. I mean, it still certainly doesn't exactly do what I want it to do, but let's see. I wonder if I could actually just... What if I lower the intensity here? And what if I pull this and just tweak it until it looks, until it like aligns perfectly? So then it's like, it's not that it gets darker, it's that it's that it's in a dark room naturally. You know, it's not that there's like a cutoff. And so that way, it wigs out a bit less. Though actually, now that I'm doing this, I could... Hang on. What happens if I just change this to not be interior, but to just reduce the contribution? I mean, it seems like as it approaches 0, it just becomes the same as the interior. Okay, so that's not... Okay, so this basically just does as close as I can to what I want. And it looks reasonably okay. And there's a fun little, like, pretend shadow here. And I'll eventually just add lights in here. Well, actually, I need to add windows now, so baking the lighting didn't really do any good for me. What do I want for this? Oh, that's kind of... Hang on. I need to fix... So I need this interior probe to actually be properly aligned with this. Hmm. I want to see what the actual, like... I want to see what this stuff looks like for a real-time object. So let's say it has a low roughness. So there's absolutely no reflections in here to speak of at all. And if we go up into here, yeah, there's effective... Yeah, this leaves something to be desired, I think. I don't quite get the blending logic here, or why the reflections don't reflect anything. Maybe if I play with this material. So like if this is 32. Yeah, I don't really get anything out of that. Let's see. So I've modeled this little train station, and I have a few of the materials, but I'm going to need to start working on... So I'm going to need to figure out what I want to do with these pillars, if I want to add windows, and what to do with the rest of this. And I also need to make like the interior and stuff, so that'll actually be like important. Actually, I should make that a sunroof. Anyway. Alright, I think that'll be it for today. Let's see, this has been pretty productive. Oh wait, I forgot to... Most important thing. Let's get that. And let's add a little bit of random variation there. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, I guess tomorrow I'll keep finishing up this Muzna Cross, as it's called. And hopefully I'll get some little interaction bits in there. Yeah, thanks. You too. Let's see. Thanks for stopping by, and yeah, have a good night.